Pully Arif, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, man. I mean, we caught you up at Kingpyn last year, and you came through on a post-fight interview with us. So, pleasure to have you back on again, bro.
No worries. Pleasure to be here, mate.
Yeah, man. I mean, how does it all feel? Because obviously coming from Kingpyn, and now the opportunity that you're facing Deen The Great for the Misfits Lightweight Championship at the next Misfits. How's it all processing for you, bro?
Right now, I'm still taking it all in at the moment. I'm still like, I don't know, like, there's so many people want to interview me at the moment. So many
Yeah.
people just talk to me. It's crazy, bro. Everything is crazy. And this is just the beginning, obviously. Like, this hopefully is not my only fight with Misfits, and the journey just starts from here.
No,
So, yeah,
I
from
can imagine that it would only go much more from here because I'm seeing people that have had fights on Misfits, like for example Ginty. He had his fight on Misfits too, but now he's facing Hallow Ham at the next event. So there's opportunities that will come, bro. So I can only see up things from you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you're already in the championship picture. So I mean, how does it feel that you're facing the for the championship?
Yeah, I know it's mad. Like I wasn't expecting my first fight. I knew I've been manifesting for ages that I'd fight on Misfits, but I haven't been. I didn't think my first fight would be a championship fight and against probably the best person in my weight division, or one of the best. So it's a bit mad, but I just hope that I can get the victory that I'm looking for and then just carry on from there. If I don't get the victory I'm looking for and it's not my night, then so be it, and I still carry on working from there. I won't stop, and yeah, I'll just take whatever fight comes next.
Yeah, because you seem a guy that is grateful for the opportunities that come. I mean, especially like from when we first saw you at Kingpyn. We're gonna go into your history in just a little bit, but I mean, when you first got the call to have your fight with Deen, like, I mean, what was the call like? I mean, I'm guessing it was from Mams that messaged you.
Yeah, he just gave me a message, and then at first I was a bit like I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't in camp. Christmas, like I haven't trained. I didn't train for my fights. I haven't trained since Tommy before that.
Mm.
I was training here and there, but yeah, I was like, I don't really. I'd rather one more fight before Dean. And then he came back to me and he was like, "Look, we only can offer you the Dean fight at the moment." And I thought, you know what, fuck it. Like I've got nothing to lose. I've said this in every single
Yeah,
interview that I've had.
I appreciate
It's
that
so
seeing too.
boring. I've literally got nothing to lose, and it's true. I haven't. That's why I keep saying it, and it's just an opportunity that I'm really grateful for, and it could change my life. I
Yeah.
reckon it could. Yeah, it's life changing for me anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, you said it in a lot of interviews. You've got nothing to lose. Like, how do you gain the sort of mental capacity to go like, this is the mode that I'm in, that I've got nothing to lose. Like, when you think about that, like, how do you process it to be in that position?
I'm not even sure. Like I like when I'm at training and stuff. Like for example, when I'm training and stuff, I'm just like every training session, like I just picture me being in sparring against Dean and just picturing Dean in front of me and just working on things that I know that he how he is like. And every day, every single training session, every single day, I just feel myself getting better, and I'm
Mm.
just like, yeah, I'm just in the such like in my mindset right now is so good and so positive, and
Mm.
it's amazing, bro.
I like how that's coming out because the positive end of it is that when you go into this bout, it's nothing but positivity, regardless of how you approach it to get in the fight with Dean. Because I mean, it must be crazy for you now, like from delivery drive into the misfit stage. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean,
I
what a
was so
transition.
pissed off. Like when I was delivery driving, I was enjoying it so much, and it was good money. Like I was getting actually decent money, and I was actually debating stopping like social media and stopping boxing and just carry on like, and then just go, just go back to like a normal, normal, just working on a normal job, and then just you know what I mean, just
Yeah.
go out on weekends with my mates, drinking, doing whatever, and then obviously this opportunity came up and I couldn't say no. And then I thought, like, fuck that. I'll have to carry on doing what I do. And I love doing it. I don't know why I ever was debating stopping, but
Yeah.
yeah, crazy, bro. I was literally delivering parcels to people's houses 2 months ago. And now I'm about to fight Deen The Great
It,
as in main event on Misfits.
it's
It's nuts.
it's mad because I've seen your TikToks, like you practicing smiling when passing things on to customers. I'm guessing, like, having gone through that job and now being in a great position, like you're fighting Dina Great. Has there been anything that you've learned in delivery driving that's got you at a mental capacity to be like, you know what, boom, I was enjoying it. Now I can take this straight to boxing. Is there anything that you've learned from your delivery driving to get to this point now?
Nah, the only thing probably that I've learned is patience, because you know when you're knocking on someone's door and they just don't answer and they take so long, and you just want to go, but you can't leave. You can't leave their password. So that's the only thing that is. But I'm gonna go back to delivery password, no, win or lose, or if I've got another fight coming up or I haven't got another fight coming up, I'm gonna go back to doing it, because I know it sounds weird. Like, why would you go back to delivering parcels like all day, and when you can earn enough money just from boxing and social media? I enjoy doing it, bro. It's like boxing. I enjoy boxing. I enjoy delivering parcels. I don't. It sounds weird, but I just enjoy doing it, bro.
Yeah, it's not. It's crazy because it's normally like normally my it's in my head. I'm thinking like, you know, like you just said, like why would you want to go back to something? But you said that you enjoy it, so I guess like everything is kind of like a, I don't know, like a side hustle, like in a way, like, you know, you
Yeah,
enjoy this, you enjoy that. You're just trying to add to your repertoire of things that you enjoy doing, I guess. Because normally for
yeah,
somebody doing a 9 to 5, they want to leave that and pursue like a career like the boxing. But
mm,
you know, are you just wanting to balance out everything until maybe you
yeah.
get to a
I don't even know.
position of
Yeah,
doing boxing full
I,
time?
yeah. I mean, maybe soon. Like maybe I don't know. Depending on how everything goes, I might not even be able to go back to working because of like
Right
because,
now you're full time.
huh?
Right now you're full time boxer.
Yeah, right now I am full time boxing. That's my
Yeah,
job right now. It is, because every day I'm Monday to Saturday,
that's
and
true.
even on Sundays and stuff. It's my job right now, boxing. Like when
That's
people ask
true.
me what do you do, like I was on live yesterday and someone was like, "Oh, what do you actually do? Do you work?" And I goes, "No, I box." And they was like, "You don't box, so you're not a boxer." And I'm like, "Well, right now I have no other choice but to fucking box every day because I'm fighting
Mm,
Deen The Great."
yeah,
Like
yeah,
with all
yeah.
my other fights, I was still working and I was still doing stuff. Like I was vaping, I was still drinking every now and then. But now I've cut out everything. That I
Mm,
think that's probably why I'm in such a positive mindset and I feel so healthy right now, because I've cut out all the bad stuff that I was doing, and
mm.
now I'm 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was going to ask you about the differences in training for your fight against Tommy Mulligan to now training against Deen The Great. Because having watched back your fight against Tommy, I noticed that, you know, you dipped a lot of shots, you had a good awareness of space, you had a general good defense and good ring awareness. So you've already got the fundamentals there. So I'm just wondering what the training differences are from that to now training against Dean.
Yeah. Well, I done 4 2-minute rounds with Tommy. I'm doing 4 3s with Dean. So obviously
Okay,
training's a bit more intense at the moment, and Dean's much more of a better boxer than Tommy. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
more dangerous, more powerful, more quick. Every department in boxing, Dean's better than Tommy. So
yeah,
there's a lot of things that I need to improve on. Like that fight wasn't the best fight. It's
mm,
just maybe I'm just a better boxer than Tommy, and no disrespect to Tommy because I'm cool with Tommy, but and plus like I was still in bad habits then. Like I was still vaping the night before, still doing stupid. Even the night before my fight, I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But
yeah,
yeah,
because you was in Malta for your holiday. You were doing a knees up, and then all of a sudden, like you're in camp, and you only had like 3 weeks in training, and you told my brother Ryan, love you, bro, that you was on them health bars as well. So you know it must be like a big transition to having gone from that only a few weeks notice to now being okay. I've got enough more time, and I'm taking this more seriously. Is that how you feel in terms of like now preparing for, but you know, arguably the biggest fight of your career so far?
yeah, no, yeah, it is definitely the biggest fight. Well, by
Yeah.
far the biggest fight in my career, and I just want every fight from now on to just get bigger and bigger.
Mm.
I'm just excited for this year. I'm just excited for what comes. I'm just grateful for whatever comes, and I'm excited for whatever comes.
Yeah, and I could see that in your face, even from when we interviewed you last. Like, you know, you were happy that of the result, but I could see it in your face. You were just like, you know, I'm grateful this has come, and I'm glad that I got the W, and I'm proving my ground now. But now it seems that even with the training, it's intensifying, and you really want to, you know, make
Mm.
a mark on this industry. So it seems.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I want it. It's not even just with my boxing, with my personality as well, because my
Yeah.
personality, like, it's with this crossover boxing and stuff. It's not just about how much of a good boxer you are. It's about how entertaining you can be and how
Mm.
why people want to watch your fights instead of like, even if you're not the best boxer, why people want to watch your fights instead of watching someone who's a better boxer than you? But that's what I'm trying to bring. Like, that's what I try bringing. I try bring entertainment. Like, in my fight against Tommy, I was like doing stuff. I was like,
you were taunting. You were taunting a fair amount.
But that wasn't because I was trying to show off, and that it's because I want the crowd are not there to see the best box, to see the best people box. The crowd are there to be entertained and stuff. And I was, even if, no matter how the fight's going against Deen, I will still taunt him and still talk to the crowd, stick my tongue out to the crowd, laugh. You know what I mean? If I've got a black one eye and flipping a nosebleed, I will still be laughing, and that's who I am. In my flipping face-offs, in my press conferences, I'll be doing stuff which is annoying, and to me it's funny, and I don't really care. And to Deen, it's probably like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because I remember when you threw that water at Tommy, like in the Kingpyn. So it must be like, yeah, all right. I'm gonna make sure that like people will know like how ready I am in terms of like, I'm gonna show you my personality. I don't fuck about. This is what I'm doing, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Deen can expect a bit of water on him as well, probably.
I mean, I'm not pushing that, Deen. I love you too, bro, as well. So, but that'd be a crazy one still. Like anyone will say, it's a bit of a sticky one still, you know. No one's there. I mean, I spoke to B Dave the other day, who's a good friend of Deen's, and they train every day, and I was getting his thoughts about your fight with Deen, and he told me that it shouldn't be too much of a problem for Deen, but he's not taking you lightly either, because he obviously, I'm guessing that Deen would have seen the fight that you've done with Tommy, and obviously he's not taking you lightly as a fighter, like, because he even said that this will be my toughest opponent yet. B Dave was saying, admittedly, he hasn't seen much of you, but based on Deen's last fight with Walid, what is it that you picked up from his performance that will allow you to hang in there with him, to put pressure on Deen, if anything?
I don't really want to say what I picked up on, but
you don't, without saying too much.
I can't really go off on his last fight, because all the stuff that he done wrong in his last fight, which he would have known, because he got dropped 3 times. He would have been in training for the last 2 or 3 months, however long it's been, working on that day in and day out. So it's pointless me going back to his fight and be like, well, his open. When he throws this shot, he's open for this. You know what I mean? Because he's probably been working on that. So I can't really go off that. I've just got to train as much as I can train, go in that ring, give 120%, and have the bigger heart in that ring and come out on top.
Yeah. What about his training in general? Because obviously, like, he puts a lot up on his socials as far as training.
I tend not to look at it, because I don't really look. I don't look at my opponents. Like, I know some people come on my lives when I'm going live on TikTok and Instagram, and they say, have you seen Deen's video? But I tend not to look, because I just feel like
you want it with a fresh set of eyes.
Yeah. If I keep looking, I'll look like my coach, and I've got teams who will probably be looking at him, looking at his social media and stuff. But I tend not to go in there and look, because then it's like, he's got a good. I'll start getting nervous and stuff, and I shouldn't. So I just tend not to look. I just do my thing, train every day, listen to what my coach is telling me, and I'm sure he does the same.
Yeah. So I mean, how have your coaches and your team developed you? Like, obviously being, from the last fight that you had with Tommy, like, what are the biggest sort of like changes, whether it be your diet, your training? Is there anything like new that you've learned to be at the point like, okay, cool, right, this is where I'm getting into my fold now, this is where I'm coming into myself, and I'll be ready for Deen when it comes to fight night? Yeah,
well, my last fight, I still got the same coach as my last fight with Tommy, one of my, literally, like, my best friends. He's my coach. So my last fight with Tommy, he weren't as disciplined with me, because I think he knew that I was going to beat Tommy, but I know that's not the correct mindset to have. But and plus I only had 2 or 3 weeks to prepare. This camp, I was like, at the start of the camp, I was vaping all the time. I don't know why. Not even at the start of the camp, just before the camp started. And I was like, and he was like, if you don't stop vaping, and basically he's not going to train me. And that's it. Like, you can't keep coming here and vaping and like eating. I was like, I don't eat. I was waking up at like 2, 3 in the afternoon, eating 1 meal a day. And I weren't drinking enough water. There's so many stuff that I was doing wrong. And now everything, like, I'm eating 3 meals, 4 meals a day. I'm drinking as much water as I can a day, big bottles of water a day. I'm training every single day. I'm on, you know what I mean? I'm sparring when I need to be sparring. I'm doing everything now that I have to be doing. And whether like yesterday, for example, I had sparring and I said to myself, like, sometimes you just can't be bothered. And you're like, and then he came, he picked me up, and then he was like, I got in there, and it was probably the best I've sparred since I've started my camp. So now I'm getting in like the deep end of my camp, and I'm getting rough and rowdy. I'm just excited now, and I just can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to your fight. I've noticed. I know that you're a bit of a WWE guy, if I'm correct to say, because the first video I remember, I did a little bit of digging, and the first video that you retweeted of WWE was when Roman Reigns won the championship against Sheamus. Do you follow a lot of what's going on with WWE? Because I know, like, you're into football. You're in, little things like that.
I don't even can't remember that. I retweeted that. I don't even know. That's news to me. I probably did, but it's probably when I first had Twitter. But I used to love WWE, and then I stopped watching it, but I still follow it on like social media and that and stuff. Obviously, Logan Paul's in WWE now,
yes,
so I follow it a bit more. And yeah, I don't know. I've always liked WWE. I know people say you grow out of it and stuff, but I still like follow it a little bit and stuff. But yeah, I love Roman Reigns. He's like my favorite wrestler.
All right, because it's a lot of people's favorite. Have you followed up with a lot of the bloodline story that's been going on as of late? And did you?
Yeah, with his Jay. Yeah, I watched the Royal Rumble and with like Sami Zayn and Jay and Usos and all that. Yeah, I know about all that. I don't watch it. Like I used to stay up late and watch it and pay for the pay-per-views and stuff. I don't do that anymore, but I do keep up to date with it, and I do try like see. You know what I mean? Like I'll go on YouTube and type in the highlights for Raw and Smack and stuff like that.
I do that as well. I only tend to watch like the major pay-per-views, like say Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. I'll be watching that, but if it comes to other pay-per-views, I'll probably just be like, watching the highlights and stuff. When did you first get into WWE? Like when was like the first moment that you were? Because I'm a bit of a WWE geek, so I'm into this sort of stuff.
It was like, I don't know. I just grew up watching. So I grew up just watching it like all the time. Like it was when I was younger. I just like watching it because like they had the Bellas, Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. Sisters, and I was in love with Nikki Bella. Like I was like so in love with her, and then she, I was in love with her. She was like my childhood. Like when I was a child, she was. And then I just started watching WWE, and then my sister-in-law started watching. There was like a reality TV show with the Bellas.
Yes, that's right.
Daniel Bryan and stuff.
Total Divas.
And then that's the one. And then she bought me tickets. Me and her for my birthday a few years ago. There's a picture. I'll try to find a picture. I'll send you it.
Yeah.
We went to O2 to watch WWE Raw, and obviously, I was wearing like my John Cena headband and my John Cena arm thing. And
oh wow!
And
Did you buy the merchandise from the? Did you buy the merchandise from the O2, or did you buy it online?
Yeah. No, from the O2. I got it in the O2, and I got like the headband and stuff.
Have you still got it now?
Yeah, I've got it. I'm not at my house at the moment, but I've still got it at my house. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Dedicated. So you were just mentioning about Logan Paul in WWE. Like, how do you, what do you think about, his performances in the ring and obviously the Royal Rumble, that spot with Ricochet? I mean, mad, like crazy. He keeps going above and beyond for a rookie like who's only started, and literally he's going above and beyond like some of these wrestlers that have been doing it for years. Like it's crazy. Like, what do you think?
He reminds me of like Jeff Hardy, like the way he like all them stunts he's doing that. Like I rate it. Like I know, like I saw some reactions. There's loads of TikTok videos of people reacting people taking videos of their partners or friends of them having reactions when people come out of the Real Rumble. When Logan Paul came out, everyone was like, oh, no one cared. But I was happy. But I think because people don't like him though. Like there's a few people who just like don't like him because he just came into WWE and it's like he's taken over and he's getting he got a main event with Roman Reigns straight away. Like he didn't really. You know what I mean? But that's because his social media is so big and people enjoy watching it. He's bringing so much to WWE as well. Like so much more people are probably watching it now as well. But I think he's going to do well in WWE. But I don't think he does it like full time, does he?
No, like, I think it's only like selected pay-per-views. Because I think there was rumors that he would be training to get back into boxing. But I don't know if now... Because I don't know about the contract situation with him, whether that allows him to do other things. Because, I mean, he just signed a Prime deal with the UFC. The UFC.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know. There might be, like, some flexibility in that. But Would you like to see him come back into the boxing world? Should it be?
Yeah, that's
the
what I
case?
want. I want him to fight. I think him and JMX should have a fight.
Ooh.
I think that's a, like, I know JMX,
But yeah, because
Logan Paul.
JMX has been saying a lot in terms of like, you know, I don't know if it's like hatred for Logan Paul, but it seems like that, you know, that's a fight already set up if it should be.
Yeah, I reckon if Logan Paul's gonna come back, I reckon he beats JMX, but it's not gonna be an easy fight, and it's a good fight to come back to because that's a good fight. You know what I mean? But I think he should come back to boxing, like not like take it seriously like Jake Paul and KSI, but just come back. Like I reckon Jake Paul and KSI's undercard, he should fight someone.
100%. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens when it comes to that. Because I was going to ask you about Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. There's already like rumors that there could be Jake Paul having like a replacement opponent because there's like talks that, you know, Tommy could be backing out. But I mean, what do you think of the whole scenario in terms of that?
I think that fight's just long. I just want it to happen now because it's just so boring talking about it. I think I've been talking about it for about a year or two now, and it's just like everyone's saying Tommy keeps like I want Tommy to win personally. Like I don't know, everyone just thinks Jake Paul's gonna win, and everyone wants Jake Paul to win, but I just think I want Tommy to win because I fancy Molly May.
Perfect answer. You can't get better than that. I'm hearing your coach even laughing. That's love it. Love it. Simple to the point because you'd fancy Molly May. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, because the whole reason I was talking about WWE because obviously with tag team boxing introduced as well. I mean, what do you think about all that? Because obviously you got B Dave and Pineda versus Stromedy and Austin Springs. Like, you know, what do you think of the whole tag team theme in boxing?
Well, at first I was a bit like, I don't know. But I still don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know the rules. I don't know if B-Dave told you about that in like what's going to happen. Like, is it one person in? And if you get tired, you tap the team's hand? Or
yeah, nothing's been said yet because, Mams to say that, you know, closer to time it will be put forward. But my only guesses would be like, if say there's a knockdown, you could potentially tag your partner in or you could tag your partner in each round. I don't know what. But that's what the exciting thing is. You don't know how, because you know the sanction rules. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it should be like a proper WWE match. Like if you get a bit tired, tag your partner in, or you know what I mean. Like just slug it out, and then like if you're getting battered and the ref's not looking, distract the ref and come in and just like jump and like hit someone from behind. Or something. Yeah. Jump off the top rope and just.
Oh man, just do the whole thing, and I know a lot of boxing purists would be already pissed off about this because it's just like this is not normal. We don't like this. So, but generally, like I was thinking, like for you, if ever the tag team division were to grow, would there ever be like a partner you want to tag with? If say like more tag team boxing becomes a thing.
Yeah, me and Walid Sharks versus Deen The Great and Evil Hero. Me and Walid Sharks versus Deen The Great and NA Productions.
Wow. Because I know that you said that you wanted to, eventually get in the ring with like Walid, with NNA and Jarvis as well. So yeah, that would be an interesting like tag team match. To be fair.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. What about your ring walk? Because I mean, obviously, you know. When you had your ring walk for Kingpyn, obviously this is like, you know, your first sort of experience with the crowd, like a major big crowd and stuff, and you're taking it all in. Have you thought about a ring walk for this one? Because obviously this is for the championship, my dude.
Kingpyn's pretty powerful.
Yeah. My Kingpyn one was a. I don't know if you had the actual song, but it was a song someone made the song for me. Okay. I don't know if you actually had the lyrics for it, but this one's gonna be a bit of comedy and a bit of like seriousness as well. It's going to be like, it's not one song. It's
okay. I hear. Is it kind of like similar to what Slim would do in terms of like mix up the song?
Yeah. Something like Slim, but not Slim done just one song and it would be like a funny song. Mine's a bit. I'm going to change. I need to get it like mixed up and mastered or whatever you call it.
Okay.
Someone's going.
Okay. So I'm thinking like almost what Pineda did, because obviously a mariachi band like the Undertaker, that was just like whoa, like I didn't see
something
that
like that. Yeah.
I hear that, man.
I'm just gonna try to be entertaining, innit? Like,
Yeah. As you were like in the Kingpyn match, like, you know, I'm looking. I want it amplified, so I would like to see that. And obviously,
yeah,
both personalities with you and Deen, it's just going to be like a classic. I can already envision that for the both of you. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how you were liking posts from the Sidemen and YouTubers and a few footballers, but now you get a chance to meet a lot of these YouTubers that you grew up with, like especially on Fight Night. So how is that processing? You're gonna get a
Oh yeah, no, I was when I saw the card and I saw King Kenny got announced, I was so gassed because I get to meet the Beta Squad.
Yeah.
And I watched them literally like every single one of their videos I watched. I'm like a fan. Like all these people in this thing that I'm coming into. I'm like a fan of everyone. Like KSI, Logan Paul, the Beta Squad, Slim. I'm actually quite a big fan of Slim. Aneeson Gibbs, Salt Pappy, like them type of people. I'm big fans of. And it's just mad that I'm gonna get to meet them all, you know what I mean? And then like actually and especially like KSI will probably be in. He usually does the press conferences for if he's not fighting on the events, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just meeting.
Because now you're just in the fold. You're in the fold. You're in there now. So
yeah, I know, it's mad. It's crazy.
What a life that you're living, eh? Like I said, delivery driving to meeting KSI and all these people. So it's going to be crazy for you.
Yeah, I mean, KSI liked one of my tweets the other day as well. That made me happy.
Yeah, you must have thought like, yes,
yeah.
I've made it.
Mama,
I made it.
It was like the day after my fight got announced, so I was like buzzing from that, and then I went on Twitter and KSI liked my tweet, and I was like, yeah,
you're in there now. Like you're into the fold, man. I mean, because as far as your boxing career, I mean, you've had 7 amateur fights. I hear that you started off doing fights on IG Live. You know, then more interest came.
Yeah, that's not. I haven't actually had 7 amateur fights.
Oh, it was what was said in the ring announcement when you had your fight against Tommy Mulligan.
Unless... Yeah. Them 7 fights. That was just the IG Live ones. That's not actually fights.
Oh, okay.
They're not sanctioned fights. I've had 2 sanctioned fights. That's it.
Oh, so they made it seem like it was more the
Yeah, they made me seem like I was like proper experience and a proper good amateur. I wasn't.
Yeah, no, because I mean, you did do the IG Lives, the Sunday Smoke days, and you were training a bit.
Yeah, I'll be going back on there. I will be going back on there.
Oh, you're going back on there?
Yeah, I have to. That's my roots. That's where I came from. I'll never. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. So I mean, obviously, you got to your second fight with Tommy, and all that's lead up to now. What have been the biggest lessons you learned from the very beginning when you started your boxing journey to be ready for the biggest fight of your career? Like, what's the biggest lessons?
Probably my discipline, because when I started my boxing, I was just never disciplined. I never took it serious enough, and it's not as easy as it looks. Like if you're coming into boxing and stuff, it's not as easy as just getting on gloves and having a scrap for 10 minutes. It's not that easy. Like there's so much science and so much stuff that goes behind it. But I would recommend anyone, if anyone's suffering like mentally, or if anyone's in a bad place, or if anyone, you know what I mean, just go to boxing. I swear to God, go to your local gym and punch a boxing bag for 10 minutes, and you'll feel so good afterwards. Just picture like every bad thought you have in your head, just picture on that boxing bag and just smash it. That's what I try to do in sparring. Like sometimes I'm having a shit day, and the reasons for me having a shit day, I'll look at my opponent and just picture it on his body, like in a list, and I'll just punch every single one of them.
Because I remember you did like I think it was a TikTok where you had Evil Hero's face on a punching bag, and I guess it was something like you were just like you just wanted to take.
Yeah, I wanted to fight. That was the fight that I was trying to make happen for ages. Like I was talking to Evil Hero all the time. But we just couldn't find a promotion to fight on, and I couldn't get in touch with Misfits. I messaged Mams, I messaged everyone, but I just couldn't get in touch with Misfits, and it was impossible for me to get in touch with them to try to sort this fight out. And I don't know, Evil Hero said that, I don't know, he was just saying that the Misfits don't want the fight. They don't want me to fight him, but I will fight him one day down the line.
Yeah, because I know you said that you want Evil Hero, you want Walid, you want NNA Productions, you want
Walid's a conversation for probably about a year's time.
Yeah,
I need a good year's training. That's me being like serious as well, because I would get in the ring with him if the money's right, of course. But if it's just a fight between me and Walid,
yeah,
right now he's been boxing like however long, but I'll give it a go. But if when I win this fight, I just want to weigh out my options and see what happens.
Yeah, because I know you said about Jarvis, who's as another guy that you would like to face eventually. Like, what do you think about obviously the rumors that he may be facing Austin McBroom? How would you think that would play out if if that fight is to come to light? Like, and for you to fight Jarvis in the future, like you said, you want to fight him eventually.
Yeah, I'll fight. I'll fight most people. I won't ever say no to anyone. I'll put in the work and I'll fight most people. And I would like me and Jarvis in the same weight at the moment, but we would obviously have to meet at our weight. And I reckon I beat Jarvis comfortably. That's not even me being big headed. I think I beat him comfortably. I know he's just sparred Floyd Mayweather and he done well against him. But in a fight, if I fought Floyd Mayweather, I stop him in the second or third round.
Wow. Okay.
No,
I don't stop there, though.
I don't stop Mayweather. I don't stop Mayweather. Nah, but me and Jarvis would be a good fight. And I would fight him. But that's a conversation for the future. Right now, I've just got to focus on Deen.
Of course. So obviously, there's so many things that could be a possibility for you, but the focus at hand is Deen the Great for the lightweight championship. So I mean, just a few more things, really. So predictions, what are we looking at? Are we looking at knockout? Or are we looking at like all rounds? Like, what are your predictions? What's your mentality?
My mentality is not, I'm not even gonna have a prediction and go in there. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop him in the second round, because if it happens and there's a shot there in the second round, I'll take the shot in the second round. If it's in the third round, I'll take it in the third round. If there's not a shot there, we'll fight, and I've got to outbox him. I'll outbox him. You know what I mean? If it's there in the first punch of the fight and I drop him in the first punch of the fight and the fight's over, then that's it. Boxing's just about, you know what I mean? I can't predict something. I can't say, he's out in the second round, because in the second round he could just run off for the whole second round and I can't get near him. So there's no point of predicting something until you're actually in there and in the moment, and then I'll see how the fight's going. My coach will see how the fight's going, tell me like what's what. Like my prediction's that I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna win whatever way it takes me to win.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to your fight against Deen. Obviously one of the biggest opportunities for you, of your boxing career so far. Like, you're going for the championship. I'm looking forward to it. I feel personally it's looking like to be fight of the night. If I be honest, I feel like it could potentially be fight of the night.
Yeah. A few people have said that to me. As well.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Pully, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. I'm loving how your journey has become so far. Like, from our interview at Kingpyn, and now the opportunity for you to face Deen for the championship. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I'm looking forward to how the future looks out for you, bro. So I wish you all the best, my brother.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, I wish you all the best, man, and I hope to catch you on fight week. But wish you all the best for your fight, bro.
Whenever, just give me, if you want to interview me again or whenever, just give me a message and we'll sort it out.
All right, we'll do that. And there might be another announcement that might come out, and we'll revisit this again anyway. So I appreciate it, bro.
All right then.
All right, take it easy. Peace.